What's going on? I'm here, Raid Shadow Legends. You already know. You already know the game if you clicked on the video. So I wanted to show off my fairly free-to-play friendly Scarab team. This is it right here. I will show you how it works. Then I will show you the armor the champions are in. I think that's the way to do it. That way you can watch it, and then when I explain it, you kind of understand it because you've already seen it. Disable super raids. I've got one key. So let's fight this motherfucker. This is the highest that I can get to right now because I just don't have enough keys yet to get to a higher difficulty. But I have used it to beat the highest level of Scarab on normal Doom Tower. So this team does work for the highest level of Scarab. Let's click start. I mean, you can see the team. All these champions most people are going to have. Let's take it off auto. I do not want auto. You know, you can feel free to skip ahead in the video. I'm just gonna wipe some waves real quick. Cut most of it, to be honest. So I'll see you in a little bit, I guess. Alright, we made it to the boss. So here's how I like to do this. High Katoon, increase speed on a 3-turn cooldown. It's perfect. We'll put our shields up. I do have my champions in blood shield accessories, but it is not necessary. Not unless they're outspeeding the Metal Shaper. Alright, we'll put her... Yeah, this is a long fight, but makes it fairly easy. Once you get him super low on turn meter, then you can start using the bigger smacks of your armor to break his shield. So High Katoon's shield is gone now, but that it will not be an issue. And you will see why. Oh, I love Solar Drakes. That little decreased turn meter is so nice. No, she has no shield, but it's okay because this is cooled down by now. So we speed everybody up, back into the same routine. It's just this the whole time. You can play it safe and just use A1s on your armor the whole time, but my level 50 is in destroy gear, so I use this one. Smacks. I mean, that's a nice chunk of shield right there. And this one comes in right after. Boom, he's back to almost no turn meter. So Drakes might get a drop. It's pretty freaking consistent. He almost never gets a turn. And then if I feel like, oh, I don't like where that's at, alright, so level 60 armor comes in with a smack. Still don't like where that's at. Smack him again. Back down to nothing. There's no rush. If you want to just use A1s the whole time, go for it. Make sure you're paying attention to your abilities though, because if you misclick with that High Katoon, you could throw the whole thing off. Decrease. This is nice too. Sometimes it decreases. It did there. Not all the time. I don't have a lot of accuracy on my High Katoon, but you don't really need that ability. But it does come in handy. Alright, boom. I mean, look at that shield. It's not going to be the longest fight of your life, but it ain't going to be a quick one either. So speed increase, not yet. I almost misclicked that. Whew. Would not have been good. See, and then sometimes I check because I'm like, well, whose abilities is this? You know, this is my level 60, so he's not in destroy gear. Because I use him in other stuff, and I hate switching armor because I don't know why it costs silver. That's the dumbest thing, but it does. Alright, apply our speed increase. Boom. We're getting it. We're getting it slowly but surely. This is a very, very, very consistent team. And the reason I have still have the Drakes in here is to revive this level 50 Armorger if he does happen to die during the waves. Not usually. Like almost never. But it does happen sometimes. You could probably use any reviver. I mean, her turn meter, her 5% turn meter drop isn't really that necessary. Especially with 2 Armorgers and a Haikatoon. As long as they're fast enough. It does help though. I feel like you could bring most revivers though. You might not even need a reviver. You could bring someone else you find more useful. Apply our speed increase. Apply our shield. And you can see that, like, half the shield's gone already. Another smack. Let's use this. See if we decrease. It does decrease. Awesome. Another smack. Extra turn. And the extra turns are not an issue on my Silver Drakes because she does have a blood shield ring. So if you're going to run Silver Drakes or any champion like this, I do not recommend Relentless gear. It's not a good idea. You're going to burn right past that shield. And then you're going to cry after you put 5 minutes in and didn't win. As I have before. Same thing with misclicking. If you misclick, same thing happens. I mean, if you use the wrong ability, it'll be really sad. When the Scarab team attacks, it's pretty much over. I mean, you could see it's working. Very, very effective team. And I mean, Haikatoon, login champion. Silver Drakes, login champion. Armorgers, they're uncommons, let's be real. Metal Shaper, I will show you a substitute for Metal Shaper if you're ballin'. You could use other shield champions and reflex gear and hope you get lucky. Or let's see. I'm making sure that's the right Armorger, my apologies. Or you could maybe replace Silver Drakes for a buff extender and then run a some champion that does shield on a 3-turn cooldown. That could work too. All the turn meter you're gonna need is these 3 right here. 2 Armorgers and your Haikatoon. As long as they're fast enough. If you got really slow Armorgers and really slow Haikatoon, you might need a little more than that. And a lot of the time I actually have him die before his shield even runs out. We'll see if that happens here. Not always. Just depends on the hits you're getting. Apply my speed boost. My shield up. Yes, sir. Increase his turn meter. It works. It doesn't always work, but if you put a little bit more accuracy on her, then it'll work more consistently. You don't really need it to work. The 2 Armorgers do work. My opinion. Apply my speed boost. Smack. Shield. Hopefully this is the last set of shields because his health's looking pretty freaking low. I mean, you can see why this works on higher difficulties as well. Because he doesn't get a turn. Silver Drakes gets me through the waves with her stun. I mean, really? You could probably use this on most difficulties of Scarab King. In normal. I have used this team to beat all of normal mode. And that's it. I mean, that's the team right there. Nobody really has that much damage. Yeah. A pretty freaking easy team. Let me show you their gear. Just in case you're interested in that. So, let's go. So here's my Metal Shaper. Triple speed gear. I love speed on Metal Shaper. I want him to get that shield up as much as possible. That's all I care about. Stats, just defense. He does do his damage based on defense, so I mean, it's nice because he does a little bit more damage and he's tankier. But yeah, you can see. Not much accuracy, not much resistance. I don't really care about that. Crit damage, crit rate, I don't really care about that. I just care about his speed, and I just don't want him to die in the waves. Preferably. I mean, he could always get revived. My level 50 armor, you know, accuracy chest piece with the crit rate. I got lucky with that roll, but that gives me some of the accuracy I need. Only at 193 accuracy, but it's always been enough for me. Crit rate 60%, some speed. Just take you to the total stats so you can see that. Not much health, not much defense. Crit rate, speed, I mean, that's not a lot of speed. Plus 46, that's not a lot. You could probably match that if you get a speed set and a destroy set on this guy with a 1 or 2 speed step stats. Definitely. Man, what do we have? We have speed. I have level 12 speed boots. Are you kidding me? I don't even have these to level 16? Oh, jeez. I could be dropping his turn meter way more if these were leveled up. Oh, I didn't even know that. Wow. Well, there you go. That's pretty wild. My level 60 armor, I went right over him. Oopsie. Another blood shield accessory. Not necessary, because Metal Shaper is faster, but I think I have it on there because I've tried this without Metal Shaper. I definitely prefer having the shield champion. But you don't need this. You could run or normal ring. Perception. Now, this is what I have him geared for whatever content I use him in. I use him in Spider. I like Armor and Spider and anything where I need to drop turn meter. Fire Knight. Use him in Fire Knight too. Speed 175. That's a little quick, but not crazy. Crit rate 111. I got too much crit rate, but eh. Accuracy 326. A lot of accuracy as well. And like I said, I use this one in other places. My High Katoon. My Speed Queen. Literally just in a shit ton of speed gear. Double roll, double roll, double roll, double roll, triple roll. Oh, I almost said double roll, but that's double roll attack. You can't get speed on speed boots. Normal accessories. Only one roll. Dang, man, I need a better banner. Total stats on her. That's actually a good amount of HP. I did not realize. 306 speed. I don't even think you really need that much speed. I just use her in arena. That's why I have her in that kind of speed. But she definitely, if you wanted to make her slower than Metal Shaper, you could do that too, and then you wouldn't even have to worry about what abilities you click. Accuracy. She only has 90 accuracy, and she was landing the decreased turn meter on the boss. So that's pretty wild. I didn't even realize she had that little accuracy. Let's see, where's Syl? Oh, this is my Syl. So I do have Syl in a blood shield accessory because she has the relentless gear. So I always need her to kind of do her own thing and get her own shield. But you don't need that. Just throw her in a normal ring and just make sure she's not in relentless. If you like her in relentless to decrease these cooldowns, just put her in reflex. Throw some reflex gear on her, or heck, throw some destroyer regeneration gear on her to help you with that boss. Regeneration just to keep herself alive. You wouldn't even really need that. She's got plenty of healing on her own. She stays alive. And what's it matter if the boss can't attack back? I guess just throw her in destroy gear maybe, or something to keep her alive. Just do not throw her in relentless if you don't have a blood shield ring, please. That's everybody. And then the substitute for Metal Shaper. Metal Shaper doesn't need to be booked for the 2-turn cooldown. But if you're balling and for some reason you have an epic over a rare, which I've been in that situation before. I actually got the epic before I got him. This guy right here. Let me remove him from my vault. Let's see. I actually got this guy before I got Metal Shaper. But I do not have it booked. No, not that ability. What's wrong with me? So you can see cooldown, cooldown, -1, -1. So it goes down to 2 turns. Plays the shield buff on all allies for 2 turns equal to 20% of this champion's max HP. So you get a 2-turn shield on a 2-turn cooldown. Perfect. It's going to cost you a few bucks though. So, but if you have this guy, I mean, there you go. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. I will see you next time.